And welcome back to WJZ at 9. Where's Marty? Molly Ricks, Baltimore Heritage joins us. I need to bring you inside the ropes of my private life. I walk a lot. I live in Hampton. We're in Roland Park, just north of Hampton. And when I moved from suburbia into the city, I started seeing these. And this is littlefreelibrary.org. Fire call happening. Stand by. Sounds of the city. BFD, be safe. Appreciate you. So I started seeing these. We're putting up a graphic so that you can write this down and remember. littlefreelibrary.org. Explain what this is.
Well, they're wonderful, free little libraries that are all over the city. And the mission of this group, this nonprofit, is really wonderful. It's to foster readership and build community, and they do just that.
And this nonprofit is based in Minneapolis, St. Paul. And this has become a worldwide effort.
Yeah, it has exploded all over the world, really. There's over 100,000 little free libraries. They're in every state, in 100 countries. You can find them in Siberia and Uganda, all over.
And it's no tougher than this. You open it up. I put a couple books in, books that I read last summer by the pool, and I'll look, and if I see one I like, I'll take it and go. Or I'll just walk up to another little free library and see what the inventory is. But it's to foster reading.
Absolutely, and they're really fun to browse through. You never know what you're going to find.
And they all look a little bit different. Now, you have one. I want you to explain. Come a little closer to me.
Sure.
I want you to explain what happens. They send you the box?
So there's a lot of different options. One is you can order a box, and it comes much like this one, or you can make your own. And so these little libraries have really become public art, and they're wonderful. Some are very architectural, some are very whimsical. The only rule is that you have to take a book and then you have to leave a book.
Yeah, and honestly, if you take a book and you don't leave a book, that's okay too.
That's okay too.
In a way, it's like a literary saltbox project. They're all just a little bit different. It is an absolutely stunning worldwide effort. And you say in Baltimore proper there are how many of these?
We think there's about 75, and the movement keeps growing.
Yeah, it really honestly does. And it's only a matter of time before it expands out to suburbia. It's not just an urban thing. You could do this in Carroll County. You could do this in PG County.
Yeah, you can do it all over, and it's really fun to steward one. I have one outside my house, and I absolutely love getting to put books in it.
And I tell you what really works is kids' books. Look how many kids' books are in this one. Parents, you take your kid out and say, come on, we're going to the mini library. And there you go. If you take a mouse to school. Legendary book, by the way. Molly Ricks, Baltimore Heritage, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
More coming up next half hour about the littlefreelibrary.org. All right, back over to you, Tim Williams. And welcome back. We're live in Roland Park talking about littlefreelibrary.org. We're going to leave the graphic up. You can find out more information about this worldwide effort to promote reading. Molly Ricks with the Baltimore Heritage Society. There is a connection here that you're not going to see coming. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, so the founder of Little Free Library, Todd Bull, was inspired by the American philanthropist Andrew Carnegie. Carnegie helped fund over 2,000 libraries across the country. Carnegie was inspired by Baltimore's own Enoch Pratt, who was a wealthy businessman and who in 1882 decided to give the city of Baltimore a central library and 4 branches. That is what we know today as the Enoch Pratt Library. And then in 1906, Andrew Carnegie actually came here to Baltimore and donated the funds for 20 more branches around the city.
There you go. There is a Baltimore connection to everything. And again, littlefreelibrary.org is based in Minneapolis, St. Paul. And a matter of fact, our producer, Karen Beller, shout out to you. I call Karen the Snow Queen. You've never met a bigger baseball fan in your life, somebody that loves playing ball on a hot day, but also loves producing snow shows. So I've always called Karen the Snow Queen. Karen just got in my ear, and she lives in Kearney. She's got one near where she lives.
That's awesome. It's great how ubiquitous they are.
Yeah, when you start, now that you're aware of them, you start looking, you're going to see them everywhere.
Yep, absolutely.
It is truly, we ought to see what's in here. You have one in your front yard?
I do. My husband made it out of a old side table.
Really?
That's our little free library.
Oh, let's see here. Way of the Peaceful Warrior. Light reading by the pool. Unbelievable. What else is going on with Baltimore Heritage?
Well, Baltimore Heritage was founded in 1960, where we would really want to tell the stories behind Baltimore's historic buildings and neighborhoods. And so we do a lot of walking tours. We'd love for you to join us on one of those. You can follow us on social media, and or you could check out one of our 5-minute histories videos on YouTube.
And what would somebody go to YouTube and find those under?
You can search Baltimore Heritage. You can search 5-minute histories videos, Baltimore, and you'll be able to find us.
You know what? It just dawned on me. The guy behind that camera has one in his neighborhood. K2 has a little free library in his neighborhood too. Hey, listen, thanks so much for being with us. Anytime we have a question, you all always step up to the plate and hit it out of the ballpark for us. Matter of fact, since we last spoke with you, Molly and I and K2 have come up with 2 other Where's Marty's that you're going to be seeing before the end of the summer. I will guarantee it.
Thank you so much.
We always fist bump on great TV. All right, let's go ahead and throw it back to TV Hill.
All right, Marty, thank you very much.